Holocaust Memories Never Forget. Section 3, Edge of the Abyss. Part 1. From Kristallnacht, November 1938, until Germany invades Poland on the 1st of September 1939. Before the Nuremberg Laws were created in 1935, the 1933 census showed that approximately 525,000 Jews lived in Germany. Of this number, a moderately high percentage were, quote, middle class, unquote, in today's understanding of the term. Not only did they use German as their first language, but most of them held German citizenship and considered themselves German in all respects. A smaller percentage were quite successful and owned large businesses, factories, and other job-producing industries. Other Jews in the scientific and medical field were highly regarded and often traveled around the world lecturing and filling professorships, including such men as Albert Einstein, Hans Krebs, and Fritz Haber. Some historians believe that during World War I, at least 400,000 Jewish males served in the German and Austro-Hungarian armies, while other researchers claim an even higher number. Records indicate that 12,000 German Jews died in uniform, while 40,000 died serving in the Austro-Hungarian army. Jewish veterans were proud of their service and many displayed their medals and insignias in their homes. Concerning interpersonal relationships, many Jews believed that they shared genuine friendships with Germans and Austrians they knew, but most of those relationships rapidly deteriorated once Hitler began his war on the Jewish community. Even those few Germans or Austrians who sought to keep in contact with their Jewish friends found that the dangers were too high. When compared to Jewish life in Western Europe before Hitler took power, German and Austrian Jews were well assimilated and enjoyed freedoms which offered them generally enjoyable and productive lives, despite the subtle but ever-present anti-Semitic attitude of most non-Jews. It was only after Hitler took control that the Germanic people in large numbers felt free to act on their long-held and deeply seated hatred of Jews. Between 1935 and 1939, the increasingly restrictive and physically abusive treatment meted out to Jews following the implementation of the Nuremberg Laws, and all the other similar laws that followed, drove many thousands of Jews to seek emigration out of Germany. Only 350,000 Jews remained in Germany at the time of the infamously brutal attack between the 9th and 10th of November 1938, also known as Kristallnacht, and which was examined more fully in Part 7 of Section 2, Ahead of the Darkness. In an Atlantic magazine article by David Fromm dated the 9th of November 2018, he states that around 115,000 Jews escaped the unified German-Austrian Reich after Kristallnacht, in most cases leaving behind all their possessions to be stolen by the state. One of Hitler's original goals was to force as many Jews as possible out of Germany using restrictive laws, intimidation, and violence, after which he would be free to confiscate all of their property and money. However, his thinking seems to have changed after Kristallnacht. Despite the negative response from some people, he had finally found a solution to his problem that the majority of German citizens were willing to accept. He was now free to complete the task upon which he had embarked with heartless passion, arresting and murdering Jews at will, destroying all physical manifestations of Judaism, and creating a German society free of Jews.